Two. Hi, and welcome to the 10-10-Diverse Show, episode 83. Today we've got 15 artists. We're going to feature one song quickly. All over the world, these artists are. Coming up first, return to the show for Mary. Introduce yourself, Mary, and what's the story behind your song, Here and Now?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, first of all, thank you, Sparky, for having me tonight. It's always a pleasure to be part of the show. And yes, I am Mary, and I'm Italian, but based in Germany since 2007. I'm a singer and producer, and tonight you will watch and listen to my new single, Here and Now. This is my latest production, and this is a song that, I self-produced and self-arranged and mixed and mastered. Yes, it's basically the message that I wanted to convey is that we basically we can have a strong will if we only want to live the present, and we cannot change our past, we cannot predict our future 100%, and so we should live our present. Life is now and time is now, and yes, maybe this is the secret for a better life, and I hope you like my song.
Everything you do is absolutely wonderful, Mary. If you've not been acquainted with Mary's music yet, you're just going to fall in love with her. Here and Now. Bye, Mary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, back and enjoy.
Why is it so hard to find someone who leaves the past behind? It's easier said than done, but don't let your past define your future. Do you believe in love and God? Do you really think we'll live again? It's in your mind. In your mind. Back to the here and now. Willing to let go of what once you were. Years that no one has deserved. No other's wishes or pleasure. I'm out of here. Do you believe there's life out there? Do you think we'll ever learn how to live our life? Or survive? sign. Give me a sign.
Mary, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely brilliant. So the co-hosts are Rich, Glenn, and Kimbo. His act is up next, Korndog. So let's see what Rich, Glenn, Kimbo, and then Korndog have got to say. So Rich and then Glenn first, please.
Hey May, how are you? It's I'm super impressed. You said you did it all yourself. That's is that correct? Engineered, mastered, mixed, the whole bit?
Yes, yes.
Very
I have
impressive.
difficulties to delegate. I mean, I don't know how long it will take, but I started, composing by myself and then to mix and mastering. Yeah, it's lots of work.
It is lots of work, but you can do it, and you're saving yourself a ton of money by doing it yourself. So, congrats to you. A couple of things I really liked about it. You basically took 80s synth pop and you plastered it ahead 35 years to today. I really love how you sort of took that 80s sound and you made it very modern. And a couple of things. The songwriting was great. I'm a huge advocate of keeping it short and sweet. You're barely over 3 minutes. That's perfect. Because so many people tend to go too long with their songs. I get it. I was there too. You want to say so many things. You got to say. Somebody said last week you got to leave them wanting a little bit more, which I think you did. I think that's perfect. And the low budget video worked perfectly. I mean, it was absolutely awesome. Talk about smart with your money, because that whole production didn't cost you a lot other than time. And good on you. That's going to do you well as you keep moving. Keep going forward. Good stuff.
Thank you so much, Rich. Thank you so much. And yes, I edited the video. Of course, was another person using the camera. But yes, I did the effects and the editing work, and yeah, it's lots of work. I mean, was above all for this last song was really time consuming. But when you have, it's a kind of gratification because you see that you're improving and you're mastering some parts like the arrangement. You're working on on the breaks, and then working better on the drums. It's really challenging. But when you say that, yeah, I could spare lots of money. It's right, but it's also good to collaborate with other people, and
of course.
I hope the future will bring beautiful collaborations for me, but yeah, I mean, this is my phase and I like to stay creative and work by myself because I like to say how the things should be, but there yeah, it's a little bit challenging also, the thing that I am a producer and at the same time I'm a singer. It's really challenging because sometimes I think, oh my God, I'm working more on the music. I should give more attention to the voice. So, I have to be really, 50-50. And
it's hard to critique
say,
yourself.
oh my God, I would get rid of the singer and make just music. But yeah.
You're on the right track, May. Well done. Good job.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Rich.
Thank you so much.
Rich. See, because like Rich is the most popular person in the whole family on Facebook. Every day I want to talk to you for ages, but we're going to there needs to be a 10-minute limit per guest, and it will still be an almost 3-hour show, right? So let's be really quick with the compliments and the love we give each other, right? Please, or we'll be here for. I'm just if we say it for the start, then we know there's a 10-minute limit for each song. We'll maybe go to 12 or something. But Glenn, Kimbo, then Christine and Jess, what was your thoughts quickly on Mary's track, please? Glenn, then Kimbo.
Hi, May. Really nice to see you. I really like this song. I was listening to it the other day as well. And yeah, the first thing that struck me on the song was the drums. I love the drums. You're not reinventing the wheel or anything, but just it's so clever the way they come in and they just kind of reinforce the groove. I found the song a little bit, it's like a dream, and I think the video really reflects that, just that you're, as you said, it's about here and now and living your life, and that you're out in the park dancing, like you just don't care, and it's really beautiful. And you seem so happy and free in the video, yeah, I just really, really like that. And yeah, I just think the song's fantastic. It's very, very easy to listen to. And as Rich said, the short length bears repeated listening. So well done. Beautiful work.
Thank you so much, Glenn. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said, well said. Kimbo, and then Korndog, and I'd like to welcome Harmini. He's another very, very successful man. He's just entered the show here. We're 10-minute sections. Let's go Kimbo, and then the Jess and Christina, the Korndog duo, please.
Well, I think worry and thinking about the past can really be brutal, especially when maybe you're also thinking about the future, which is still coming, you know. So if you can at least drop the past, you've lost 50% of your worry and concern. But living in the present, man, that's a pendulum swing, you know, and just to find that right spot. I don't know, you know, sometimes you might hit it once or twice a year, but I appreciated the premise of the lyrics. I thought your vocals were great. I did like the fact you had a little bit of reverb and echo in there that kind of gave it a rich feel. You know what I'm saying? And it got the point across very well. Thanks. Again, the video was not overdone. I think it was perfectly good for what you were saying and the song. It's something that we all have to be introspective about, you know, and we'd all be happier if we could do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much.
Well said, well said. Can I just change things up a bit, because Harmini's he's in Hollywood and all these things, and he's not got much time. And I told him as soon as he comes in, he can go basically on first. So can we go Harmini and then Korndog? You said you had half an hour, Kimbo. We'll still make it, I think. Right?
Yes,
so,
sir. It's all good. It's all good.
Nice one. So let's just let Korndog comment on Harmini's track, right? So Mary, that's the first guest. Thank you very much, dear. And for anyone watching the show, look in the description after an hour or two, and you'll see the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify accounts of all the artists there, which I'll add for following each other, because I would, how do I meet each other? How do I follow each other? I'll put it in a plate for you. So Dominic, Harmini, do you want to unmute your microphone, brother? So we go from Germany over to Texas.
Cool.
I believe you're still in Texas, is that right?
Yeah, Houston, Texas.
Houston's Texan, man. So Harmini, we've all got a 10-minute section here. We've got 16 artists on the show tonight. So could you quickly introduce yourself, man, and tell us the story behind your song, The Victory?
Sure, no problem, bro. Yeah, my name is Harmini, and I live in Houston, Texas. Producer, rap artist, songwriter. Got into the Hollywood scene, started doing some acting and writing theme tracks for major Hollywood movies. And I do a ton in marketing and promotion for artists. And so met Sparky, you know, I think it was a couple years ago, man, and we just clicked. He's a great guy. His heart is really for the people. He's always trying to figure out new ways to help promote people and, you know, just be a blessing. And so I really linked with him, you know, as a human being first, and then, you know, got to know more about, you know, what he does and things of that nature. So I just love Sparky. He's a great guy, and he really is for us. And so, yeah, so I wrote this new song called The Victory, and The Victory is actually based off of an upcoming documentary that is based on the life of former world champion boxer Tommy the Hitman Hearns, who had an extraordinary career that ultimately, you know, ended after he had a fight in Las Vegas with Sugar Ray Leonard. But up until then, he had such a powerful, incredible career. And there's a documentary being done about his life. And I became the songwriter for the theme track for that particular film. And so that's where The Victory is based and stems from, is from his sort of his life story.
Everything you do is absolutely great. I advise everybody to Google Harmini Champion song. And he's also had the soundtracks, I believe, in a Wesley Snipes film and a Lawrence Fishburne film. That's Morpheus. I've got Morpheus glasses here. So without further ado, sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, Harmini with The Victory. And I love you too, brother. You're my bro for life.
Thank you, bro.
Back,
Thank you, bro.
ladies and gentlemen.
All with you. All with you.
Yo, look at me when I'm talking to ya. I'm like Professor X, homie, I can see right through ya. You thought that I was stupid, yeah, you labeled me a loser. But now I hold the victory, all glory to Yeshua. They say that I'm a hitman, watch your back, cause I might shoot ya. They say my fists are lightning bolts that strike you like bazookas. You step up in the ring, I'll stay you down like Medusa. Now your body frozen. story of the Lion of Judah. They can hate on me, but I'ma hold the victory. Hey, 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 oh. Watch me stab in his ring and walk out with the victory. The victory, yeah, mine. Murder in the first degree, but I ain't finna stab ya. Paramedic standing by just in case I jab ya. Call me what you want, I promise you it doesn't matter. Just made another million, you can blame it on my swagger. Catch me on the yacht at 5 o'clock, it's bananas. I got a couple pits at my command, they'll attack ya. I'm not your average Joe, fist cold like Alaska. Paparazzi everywhere, just flashing off the cameras. I won me 5 million, Caesar's Palace in Nevada. I'm eating flaming dawn while you chewing on tobacco. Don't let me catch you slipping, cause your body finna shatter. I'm a boxing Hall of Famer, you can Google all my data. They can hate on me, but I'ma hold the victory. Hey, 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 oh. Watch me stab in his ring and walk out with the victory. The victory, yeah. They can hate on me, but I'ma hold the victory. Hey, 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 oh. Watch me stab in his ring and walk out with the victory. The victory, yeah, mine.
First thing I'd like to say is how refreshing is it to hear hip hop music without any profanities, and that's in every one of his songs and his many albums. Never swears once, and that's rare in the rap. He's not just a rapper; he's got country songs. He hits all the genres. The guy's mega. But let's quickly hear what Rich, Glenn, and Kimbo have got to say. If you can, Rich, and then Glenn.
Hey, Harmini, how are you? I think I met you about a year ago on this chat forum, and I've checked out serious stuff over the time frame. And what more can I say? I can see why you're having the success you are, man. It's great stuff. I don't know what to add to it other than I loved it. The mix of genres is wonderful. The production is great. The songwriting's on point. I mean, you got it going, man. Good job.
Thank you, bro. No, yeah, I remember meeting you, dude. Definitely, always a pleasure and an honor to see you, brother, and to speak with you, man.
Good to see you too, Harmini. Keep it up, buddy. I love it.
Yeah, right back at you, bro. You know, my thing, I love to teach people too, man, and kind of guide where I can. So, you know, anyone on here that wants to maybe reach out, if you have any questions or anything like that, you know, I'm always here as a resource to try to help, you know, in whatever way that I can as well. So
your positivity comes through, Harmini. I love it. Good job.
Thank you, brother.
And he's a firm believer in the Lord, and you know, some of his songs are just you know, absolutely the most godly tracks you'll ever hear. Glenn McLeod over in Vancouver, also same as Rich, and then Kimbo in Florida.
Hi, Harmini. I really like that
Hey,
track. I met you as well before, and yeah, perhaps it was even the same show Rich is mentioning. It was quite a while back now, but yeah.
It was a while.
I agree. I think the premise of the film sounds really interesting. I remember that era and how things were. The sport was different. It was viewed differently. It was you know, it was a different time for it. I really loved the chorus and what I could catch. There were so many great lines in there. The Caesar's Palace line, the Cold Like Alaska, love that. So I just thought it was a beautiful juxtaposition between the harder rap sections and the beautiful chorus. I can understand why it would be a great kind of a track for a film. So yeah, well done, brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that very much.
Well said, well said. And what's Captain Whitebeard, Mr. Kimbo, got to say before we get to the next section, who's Korndog, who Kimbo has brought into the show tonight. So, Kimbo, what's your thoughts here, brother, while I load up Korndog's track?
Well, just real quick, you're from Houston. I have friends in Pasadena, so I'd make it down there from Buffkin, Texas quite often. But I was there 25 years, so you know.
Wow. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you're ever come down and you're in this area, man, let me know, dude. We can meet up for lunch or something.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll buy the beer. How's that? I always make that offer. You know, everybody says yes then. But anyway, I really appreciated the fact that
Free
the rap
food, free
was,
food.
yeah,
Thank you.
the rap was it was not harsh, okay? It was informative, and I mean it made sense to me to listen to it, but I really like the fact that you did a lot of cross genre. The guitars were absolutely crunchy and great, you know, nice
Thank you.
stuff. And I like the fact that the chorus also, you know, had some harmonies in there that took a break from it all. So all
Yeah.
of that made the whole listen very interesting, I think.
Mm.
So it was really great. I mean, I wish you the best of luck with it. Okay. And I think I've seen you online. So I'm definitely gonna hit you hard and probably post some of your stuff. All right.
Oh, thank you,
Hey.
brother. I appreciate that. And,
All right,
and
man.
likewise, man, like I try to tell everybody, just, you know, I know I'm really busy, and Mark's always hitting me up. He's like, dude, come host the show, brother, get on the thing. Bye-bye. And I'm like, oh, I feel like I let him down sometimes, because he's always wanting to get me on and be a part. And I really do love you guys, man. I want to see all of us, you know, succeed, but my schedule is really crazy. So that's why I always say, like, if, you know, if I'm not able to come on and talk directly, don't hesitate to reach out, you know, outside of this, to say, hey, I got a question, or whatever the case is, like whatever I can do to be a blessing and to either help you guys or direct you guys, you know, I want to be that for you. So.
Well said, everyone. You know, and like I said, Rich was the most followed person on Facebook. Well, Harmini's the king of Instagram. He's got 120,000 followers over there, and he's in hot. You know, he's a mega connected dude. So all of you reach out to him. That, you know, Dominic, Harmini. Until the next time, brother. Love you, man.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stay on for a minute and listen through. I didn't get to hear the earlier one, so let me know where I can go check that out after.
Right, no worries. And see if you're on mobile, swipe from right to left, and you'll be in gallery mode, and you'll see all our heads here, because you're automatically just on speaker mode. There's about 20 people in here, 18, sorry, but till the next time, Harmini from Texas, man.
wait.
One love. Yeah.
You can't see me? You can't see me?
No, we can see you, but if you swipe from right to left on your phone, then you'll see gallery mode, and you'll see all the heads there.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's
we
everybody
can
there. I
see
see a whole
you.
bunch of people.
We can
I
see
didn't
you.
even know
Just
you
don't
existed.
pick your nose or anything. All right.
Oh my gosh, May Ray, Will Joyce, Steven, oh man, John, Sean, Don. What's up, Kim? Oh my gosh, the whole squad is here.
That's
That
it,
works
man.
out just great.
Absolutely love, man. Right. So from Texas, the next band's from Texas as well. So Kimbo, could you tell us what you know about Korndog, and then Korndog, introduce yourself and the story behind your song Refried Beans. Got a great funny name of song.
I'll tell you what. I saw the song online, Refried Beans, and I said, here's a band I like already, because there's nothing better than refried beans and a dollop of sour cream. I don't care. That's what I learned in Texas. But, you know, and the name Korndog, I like corn dogs too. I mean, I could dip corn dogs in refried beans. How's that? I mean, they just, the music hit my fancy, and it was just, it's out of the pocket. It's eccentric. It's strong. It's just so good. It's so fun. And, you know, I was hooked. So, you know, again, got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. So anyway, that's how I met him, and been pushing him ever since, man. So, you know, hope you like the song. I think you will.
I'll be rocking one of them t-shirts. So I have to send the address, and I'm going to get one as well, this says. So I'm really happy about that.
Look at
So,
that. Look at that. You
Christina,
know, you'll get my
Christina
bill.
and
You'll get my
Jess.
bill later.
Oh, yeah. Christina and Jess, tell us the story. Why did you write the song Refried Beans? What's the story behind it?
No story, just wrote it. You know, I don't try to write nothing. It just kind of, words just kind of come to me, and if they're like, if they crack me up, I think it's funny, I just keep them. Because that's pretty much all. There's not really supposed to be no meaning behind it. Everybody has their own meaning.
That's the best hat I've ever seen in my life, brother. I want one of them. Where'd you get that hat, man? Honestly, absolutely brilliant. Without further ado, let's crack on with the show. I could sit here for 5 hours, but it's already going to be a 3-hour number, so let's get going. Korndog with refried beans. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Kimbo has to leave after this song, so I would like to feature this song in the second half, because it's like a heavy metal kind of song, but let's do it because Kimbo has to leave. So Korndog with refried beans. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is
very, very unique duo, absolutely brilliant stuff, honestly. Let's Rich, Glenn, and then our next guest, Sean from the Ghost Rebellion. I've got to say to Christina and Jess, Rich, Glenn, and then Sean, please.
Thanks, Mike. Hey guys, refried beans in one stomach. You guys presented controlled anarchy. I loved it. It was all over the map, but not. I mean, you weren't following a basic Western music structure of 1/4/5. You were kind of doing this modal thing where you're all over the map tonically, but the beat was steady. The beat was rhythm. It was controlled anarchy. I guess that's probably what you're after because you banged it off. I loved it.
Absolutely. Before I joined Korndog, I actually was,
You should have heard us.
hosting, booking, and I heard them, and we were friends for a long time. And I would book Korndog for shows, and then I got really just like intrigued by their style and everything. When I came on board, I started really measuring meter and kind of helping because it has this loose feel to it. But I want to make sure our drummers and I'm the bassist. I want to make sure we have that consistency so we can follow and drive. So, I mean, it's been a wild ride, but I think it's come out pretty good.
It's a very cool sound, unique approach. I loved it. Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, what's another Vancouver Aryan got to say, if that's what you call you? Glenn?
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It just struck me that, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all entertainers, and that was really entertaining. You're all in on just providing something that's really special. Musically, it kind of, I don't know, it gave me a little bit of a early Alice Cooper kind of a vibe, like the early albums, which was really, that's cool. That's cool for me. The video was super fun. It was just kind of swirling madness. I thought that was perfect for the song. You got some great hats. I love hats. I feel a little underdressed with this hat on next to you. And a great guitar solo at the end. I love that. So yeah, fantastic. Super glad that we got to meet and see you today. That's fantastic. I can see why Kimbo was compelled to bring you on board.
Thank you.
Kimbo. Hey, our first virtual beer together.
Yeah. Kimbo's first words with these guys are the salt of the earth, the finest of people, you know, and you can just tell you are absolutely wild and funny. I want to meet you guys, honestly. And Glenn, don't put your hat down. That's a cool hat, but that's just it.
Oh, I'm all good. I'm hat comfortable.
So, what's Sean over in California got to say before we get to your section, Ghost Rebellion?
Oh my gosh, that was late 80s, early 90s, classic sub pop Seattle sound. That just took me all the way back to listening to bands like Tad and Dead Moon. I loved it. It was absolutely fabulous. That was me in my early preteens and early teens. I am an old school generation Xer, and I loved it. I'm so glad that I heard that, and I would love to see you guys live. I bet you guys just bring the thunder, and it's just a riot.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
We're gonna play live.
We have a live show coming out pretty soon. On the 16th, we're playing for a charity event it's a toy drive for children called Punks for Tots. So we're really excited about that too.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic. So thanks for being marvelous guest, Kimbo. Thanks for bringing another artist to the show. Honestly, Korndog, till the next time. Korndog via Keltstache Music. Thank you both.
Cheers, Slanja.
Slanja, dude, I've got a beer here as well, just for your cause. I'm not drinking, just so you don't feel bad. Only one drink of beer here. I like it. So
now
from
I have
Texas,
to drive.
Oh, hey, no comment. From Texas over to California, another debut on the show, the Ghost Rebellion. Could you introduce yourself, Sean? And what's the story?
Sean.
The story behind your song.
I'm Sean.
Finding the Sunshine. Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Just introduce yourself and the story behind your song, Finding the Sunshine.
Okay. I wrote it during the pandemic, trying to cheer myself up because I didn't even get to able to see my bandmates for like a year. And we just put it out a couple of weeks ago, and it features beautiful scenery from Sacramento, where I live, and it's focusing on the new members of the band in the video, our wives, lives, families, and businesses. And it's just about when you get together, friends. The track is "Leave Your Worries at the Door."
Hey, it's absolutely brilliant, man. And welcome to the show, Sean. The Ghost Rebellion with Finding the Sunshine. Again, sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
sunshine hidden in the clouds. By thinking back to good times when the world is upside down. Leave all your worries at the door. Tell me all your stories till we're laughing on the floor. Leave all your worries at the door. Let's help each other become something more.
Such a positive, uplifting song, man. The world needs much more of these tracks, you know. Just fantastic, dude. But I'm the least
Thank you.
qualified to keep saying it to give anyone a music review. So let's see what the pros have got to say. Rich, Glenn, and then our next guests, Don and Kathy. Rich, Glenn, then Don and Kathy.
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thanks, man. I loved it. You know, there was after a certain tone and after a certain vibe, you got it in the first 5 seconds. And as a viewer, I was enthralled the entire time. A couple things I really loved what you did. That arpeggiated guitar that started out with, that thing was through the entire song. You built upon it. You went in through an entire verse, chorus, then you brought in the drums, verse, chorus, then you brought in a power guitar, then you brought in harmonies, then you brought in solos. You build that up like stepping stones on a mountain, which is a brilliant way to write and arrange. I mean, it really keeps the listener enthralled. It keeps the listener in. And the whole time you have this arpeggiated guitar all the way through, providing a foundation for the entire song. It's well written, and that sort of stuff creates your vibe, creates your tone. And you did a great job, man. I loved it. Very, very
Thank
cool.
you.
Cool
Thank
video.
you.
Nice images too.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well said, Rich. Glenn?
Yeah, I loved it too. I agree that when the guitar was great, the intro was great. But when the vocal came in, it was just so laid back, and it just sat in its own kind of pocket, and it was just not in a hurry to get anywhere. I really loved that, and it had such a relaxed feel. And there is, I mean, I never thought I'd use this word today, but there's kind of a yearning and a longing to get back to like friends and life. And the harmonies were great, and I found the whole thing was like had a celebratory kind of a vibe to it too, which I really appreciated. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in that song, a lot of underlying things that repeated listens would really just you just get. I know it's a song that would give you more and more over time, and it gives you a lot off the top, so or like off the first listen too. So fantastic, loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well said. I wonder what the Jupiter's NV think about it. What's your thoughts, Don and Kathy?
Oh, I thought it was great. I loved it. The harmonies building up towards the end, it was great. Like he says, it was really great the way it started, nice and mellow, and everything started coming in more and more. Overall, it was just wonderful, and the productions were great too as well. And the feeling of the song was very good and uplifting. I loved it.
Yeah, I like the message of the song, and the fact that it was just like down to earth. It was just something, and I agree, something we need, something we want. So it was like, it was amazing. I really loved it.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
job.
you.
Very great.
Good job.
Thank
Well
you.
said, well said, everyone. And Sean, welcome to the 1010 podcast. Till the next time, brother. Ghost Rebellion.
Thank you.
So, from California over to Florida, Don and Kathy McCormick, aka Jupiter's NV. Introduce yourself, guys, and what's the story behind your song, Missing Souls?
Missing Souls. The way I write music is when he gives me the music, and then the feeling I get from it is how I write the lyrics. So when he gave me this song, it just reminded me of like days gone by, old musicians. So I just played with it from there, and we came up with this song, Missing Souls.
It's absolutely brilliant. Sit back and enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Jupiter's
Hope you enjoy
NV,
it.
Missing Souls. They won't like it, they'll love it. There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy. One love.
You see that man coming spinning streets with everyone we meet. And with pride and joy, singing knows the score. Now the sounds they are forming, they will never fade away.
This is a
Absolutely incredible. Honestly, love it. You know how much I love you guys. Honestly, you're better. You're absolutely on it. Yeah, I can't say any much more. Rich, Glenn, and our next guest, Jad. And while Jad's leaving his comment, could you tell us your location and during it, please, your location. Rich, Glenn, and then Jad. What's your thoughts, there,
Man,
please?
that was fun, guys. Holy crap, was that fun? That was
Thanks.
rockabilly meets country meets punk and throwing a little bit of modern 2023 in there. Absolutely so much fun. And I love the understated guitar. I love the Kathy, the lyrical content, what you got a nod to all the greats in there. And Don, was that a little bit of AC/DC Thunderstruck thrown in the middle of that guitar solo?
Well, no, you know, I used to watch Hee-Haw as a kid, and I got a lot of, you know, and actually it's from the old country guitar players, you know, with Chet Atkins and that kind of style.
Of course.
And I kind of did it that way, and I wanted to like bring it way back, and it was great when she came up with those lyrics, you know, we worked the rest of the song out. It just seemed to go with each other. It was great.
Understated guitar sound, but brilliant. I think we need more guitar players to strip all the crap off their guitars and just let the guitar play, which you did there. They had very little effects on it, which I love.
Yes,
He doesn't always do that.
Sometimes, you know, half and half.
My only critique, I don't know if it's the speaker I'm listening to, but I would have loved to hear more bass. That was such a cool bass line. It seemed to be back in the mix a little too much.
Oh, all right. Sounds good.
My only critique, because it was a great bass line. Awesome stuff.
Thank you very much.
See, the thing is, some people come on this show and they make a song on their mobile phone. Some people are on the show and they've been to like Abbey Roads getting their songs mastered. So, like, if you haven't been to the top studios to master it, everybody's songs can be made better. So, of course they can. Do you know what I mean? Nobody should ever say my song is as good as it can ever be. It can always be even better.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Is any of us artists ever happy with anything we put out? I look at everything I put out and I go, oh crap, I should have done that. I should have done
Exactly.
that. Yeah,
exactly.
Start listening and you want to do something different. Exactly.
Great stuff, guys. I loved it. So much fun. So much fun.
Thank you.
Well said, Rich. So Glenn and then Jonathan, our next guest, Jad. So Glenn and then Jonathan.
Yeah, I agree with everything Rich said, and for whatever reason, I could hear the bass really well, and I thought that was one of my notes I made was the bass line was really, really smoking. It really drove that thing, and I love the outro. It's where the bass kind of took over. That was really clever. Often outros just, you know, that's all they are. They're just kind of heading for a fade, but this was really clever. I love the overall feel. Kind of had a surfy kind of Link Ray vibe to me. There's so many great shout outs. The band in heaven idea, you know, every time somebody like this, like the people you mentioned passed us away, those kind of thoughts happen, but you did it in a really, you know, a really positive, fun way rather than a sad way. So the song's really, really uplifting despite what you're kind of addressing. So love that. The last thing I had a question. Is that a Travis Bean?
It's a Kramer just after Travis Bean took over. As a matter of fact, I have it sitting right here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. So cool. Yeah.
It has that aluminum neck.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. It's
really
from 1979. I bought it in 1980, brand new.
It's absolutely beautiful. It still looks brand new. You've looked after that, Donnie, haven't you? Yeah, you absolutely looked after that. Jonathan, what was your thoughts while we get to load up your song? And please mention your location through your comments so I can add it to your name here. Jonathan?
Oh yeah, you can just call me Jad. That's my stage name. But yeah, I'm in Wooddale, Illinois. I'm born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, in the
Nice,
U.S. And
Illinois.
my thoughts
Got it.
on my thoughts on the song was I was hooked from the guitar. The guitar drove me in, and I thought the lyrics were awesome. I've always wanted to write something like that for all the greats that have left since I've gotten involved in music. And you stole my idea, but I think you guys did an awesome job with it.
Sorry. You know what it was? It was the very part at the beginning, the intro, reminded me of Johnny Cash. And that's how
Yes.
the whole thing came about. I mean, I never plan what my songs are going to be about. Like a lot of people will write their lyrics first and then make their music with it to blend with it well. I can't do that for some reason. I don't get anything out of it that way. As soon as he hands me a song and goes, here, write some words, I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to listen to it and whatever.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, he does it to me all the time. One of the things is whatever feeling I get, and a lot of times if we do it like in practice or something, I'll like make up words as he's playing, and sometimes a word will stick and I'll just go from there. So that's how that one came about. It just reminded me of Johnny Cash, and we were trying to do different types of music, not stick with the same kind of blues and jazz. And so everything we do, every song that we have is totally different than the last one. You know what I mean? So it's just the way it came out. Thank you, though. Tell me to shut up. I'm Italian. I can't help it, you know.
Absolutely fantastic. And you own that stage, Kathy, so you do. You're a great stage presence there. I'd love to see you live, you know. Until the next time, Jupiter's Envy, Don and Kathy McCormick.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, pleasure. From Florida over to Illinois, another Illinois, I don't know how to say that word. A debutant on the show, Jad. Introduce yourself, Jad. Who's Jad and the Shaggy Experience, and what's the story behind your song Letters to Mom?
Oh, okay. The Jad and Shaggy. Well, actually, the group is called the Jad and Shaggy Trio. The website is the Jad and Shaggy Experience. Stole that from Jimi Hendrix. The Jad and Shaggy Trio was my best friend that I went to high school with. We actually were in another band previously that two members departed, not died, but decided not to do music anymore. We wanted to continue to do music, and we worked on this project of mine during the pandemic here in the United States. So I recorded an entire album called Only Here, the Pandemic Sessions. And what I did was I picked a bunch of musicians. I wrote some songs, and I gathered some friends of mine who wrote songs that they weren't willing to record it. I recorded them. It took me a year and a half to record the album. The song "Letters to Mom." My mother passed away in 2019, and I'm a lot like the last artist. I don't write music and lyrics together. A lot of times, I mean, I was started off as a lyricist. And so I only just recently, within the last 5-6 years, been writing music. So Letters to Mom took me a year and a half to write. I wrote the music first, and which is rare for me because I usually write lyrics completely first. And then because of my relationship with my mother, which was different from when I was a child than when I was an adult, it took me a long time to come up with the story of that song. And I stole some ideas from a few other artists like Brad Paisley. He had a song that had to do with writing a letter to himself when he was younger. So I drew from stuff like that.
Hey, dude, absolutely, you're wonderful, honestly, man. Jad and the Shaggy Trio with their track Letters to Mom. What a beautiful name of a song. You're fantastic, man. Sit back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
One more.
If I could write a letter to Mom, and I could send it back in time when I was 5 through 9, I'd say what a crazy life it's been, and Jim's picking on me again. Family dinners, vacations, and life. Marianne and Kathy, Jim and I, trip to Florida, Disneyland. You, Dad, and Baby Rob. If I could write a letter to Mom through my adolescent years, Grandpa and Grandma, I miss you then. See you with them, what fun we had, sleeping on the floor, how I hated that. We still had fun, visits with them. If I could write a letter to Mom from my 20s to 50 years, how great this ride continued to be. Got me a job when mine was lost, helped me marry my soulmate forever, put aside your differences with Dad. Keeping the family together and glad, always there, always wanting to help. Welcomed our new home with love. If I could write a letter to Mom, I'd say I love where we are, but remember where we've been. My last letter to Mom, like I said, I love and miss you very much. We're still surrounded with your touch. If I could write a letter to Mom. Love, miss you, Mom.
Oh, Jonathan, you know, I was just going to say there, you could tell you love your mum so much and you miss her. And, you know, my mum's my best friend. She's in here watching at the moment, and you can just, I know that she was your best friend as well. What's the pros got to say? Rich, Glenn, then our next guest, Dave.
Jonathan, I mean, that's courageous, man. I mean, it's all of us artists know how hard it is to perform, to write, to sing, but to throw it out there from the heart like you did with just your voice and guitar, man, that's like stripping down and running naked through the field of a busy shopping mall. I mean, you're exposing it,
Thank you.
man, and that's gutsy. So I loved it.
Thank you.
It drew me in. Love it. Good on you.
Thank you. Appreciate
Well
that.
said. Glenn?
Yeah, really beautiful, Jonathan. It just had such an intimate quality. It really felt like an audio letter to your mom. So it really worked on that
Yeah,
level.
that was the idea.
Yeah, it really, that's how it hit me. You know, if you're able to write a song like this, which you have, it kind of captures more than photographs. You know, it captures, because it captures a family dynamic and the complicated nature of relationships within a family, and sort of a, you know, more than a snapshot of time. It's a period of time, and then it also heads into the reflection on those relationships and how you feel about it. So yeah, really sorry for your loss. It's been I know how hard that is too. So yeah, really, as Rich said, very bold and courageous of you. I really love the simplicity of the track too. The chords, I love the back and forth. It kind of reminded me a little bit of a Lou Reed kind of Velvet Underground, kind of a how that kind of worked, and it allows the lyrics and the melody to really float above this the simplicity of the chord structure, the minor chords going back and forth. I really personally really like that. So I thought your song
Thank
was
you.
very
I appreciate
brilliant.
that. Thank you.
I'll detail that. Very special, man. Dave, a good friend over in London. What was your thoughts there, brother, before we get to your section?
I loved the emotion of the song. I was really caught up in it. It hit me in the heart, and yeah, I feel for you, and I'm really sorry that your mum died recently. In terms of what the song did for me, it was a very emotional song, and I really admire the way that you played acoustically in front of the camera with the mic. Everything was just as it was. You weren't pretending. It wasn't cut and paste and all changed. It was absolutely from the heart, and I really admire what you did there in front of the camera. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You know, you were singing to your mum there. You know, you might have wrote a song, but you were singing that to your mum, and you could just tell, you know. It's the worst in the world for me personally. I can't even contemplate when that day comes, man. You know, Jonathan, love you to bits, man. Jad, tell me next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Honestly, man, until the next time. From Chicago over to London, I return to the show for Dave. This time he's going to feature one of the tracks from one of the most famous band. He was in Clam. He's a legend. Dave, introduce yourself, and what's the story behind your song Lord of Sin?
Okay, well, I came to London in 1969 as a teacher, and the whole of my life working as a teacher, I also played in bands. And this was my first band in London. We played all over the home counties. We played on Capital Radio, which is a fairly important radio station in London, and really enjoyed it. And this song was one of the songs we used to perform live. We hardly did covers. We always did songs that one or other of us in the band had written. And this song, I think, was at that time one of the best songs I'd ever written, because it was so different for the time. And I really enjoyed singing it. And the video was not made all that time back in 1980 or 82 or 83. The video was made much later, only about maybe 10 years ago.
Dave, love you to bits, man. Without further ado, Clam with Lord of Sin. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. Why not?
I am the lord of the satanic world, and the earth and the air are my aids. Young men and women and girls cannot stop themselves being my slaves. At dead of night, when the air is so cold, we will go to an old ruined shell. And there round a fire, we will dance till we drop, as we worship our master in hell. Last night I took a young girl to our satanic mess. She thought that we would be going to some midnight dance. You should have seen her face when she saw all of us there. Naked and proud as we danced in the dead midnight air. Lord of sin and death. I cannot tell you what happened that night to our friend. All I can say is the night had the most perfect end. Before she came, she said she didn't believe in her head. Well, I know she learned she was wrong, because we taught her real well. Lord of sin and death.
Clam, Dave, ladies and gentlemen. The man's got tons of projects, but that's a famous band back in the day. So let's go. Rich, then Glenn, then our next guest. Hello, London.
Hey, Dave, how are you? What a cool.
Hey, guys.
What a unique sound! Like, holy crap! I mean, it was definitively your guys' own. You guys must have been a hell of a good live band. I can't help but think that would be awesome to watch that live.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a live recording actually, so thank you for that.
No, you can tell because there's a certain breath of fresh air to a live recording. I wish I could do more live recordings because they had a certain I don't know, intimate presence to it, which it had. It's many different genres and styles going on. I love so many different pieces that all melded together to make it work. Very, very unique, man. It's such a cool listen. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well said.
Yeah, I really loved it too, Dave. Good to see you again. We met again. Who knows when? A few months, 6 months ago, a year ago. Yeah, I really loved it. It was kind of proggy. I really got the band vibe from it too. It seemed like a band performance, so I'm not surprised to hear it was actually recorded live. And it kind of took me back to like those, like through a lot of musicians in the 70s and 80s, you'd hear about their fascination with the occult. It kind of brought me back to that, like made me think of Kenneth Anger and the films he made and tried to make, and Aleister Crowley and those kind of things. So it had a bit of that vibe for me. So kind of nostalgically evil.
Thank you.
Hey, do you know something? Most people, they sing songs just to bring attention to the actual fact. No, not many people know really, you know, what goes on in these occults and stuff. And Dave's not in it. He's just basically, he's housed in it, isn't he? You know. And you know that this man's like 75. He looks like about 45, doesn't he, man? You know, he's a legend.
Thanks, Sparky, for telling people.
Hey, dude, I saw him doing a backward somersault in the last show. I'm like, hey, bro. Anyway, hello, London. What was your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
Hey, guys.
Hey, brother. What was your thoughts on that song there? What was your thoughts on that song? Then we'll get to your section.
Oh yeah, I thought that was very interesting, especially like the stuff about the occult, and then you know what you said about ousting it. There's a lot of stuff about that that's come out, you know, over the last couple decades, as like the internet has picked up and more and more people are becoming aware of these types of ideas. And there's like so many cool movies about it. It kind of reminded me of The Witch and some other movies like that. So it's a really interesting thing. It's definitely picked up over the last decade or so. People becoming more and more aware of like these ideas of like secret societies and that. So super interesting, really good song, and I love that genre. So yeah, really good stuff.
Thank you very much.
Hey, if the truth be told, it's the problem in the world, all this secret society rubbish. But hey, if you talk too much about it, ruin your life. So be careful. Be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You know, God first, always, because if that's the answer. Dave, until the next time, love you to bits, man.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
David Roper, Dave, his band Clam, back in the day. So from London over to New York, introduce yourself. Who? Hello, London. What's the story behind your song, Breathing In?
So I do a solo project called Hello London. And this song was just kind of something that I wrote kind of in response to a lot of things that have happened, I think kind of a little bit in the political realm, but in society in general. Just the last few, 5 years or so since COVID and everything is kind of an interesting time. So I was probably feeling a little over the top and wrote this song. It turned into a little bit of a heavier song than I normally do. Which I thought was cool. I liked it, and it's a song that I'm really proud of. And I record my own stuff. Usually I record it, and then sometimes I mix it. Sometimes I have somebody else mix it. So this one I had a friend of mine mix, the guy that I work with, and turns out he's actually really good at mixing music. So sent it over to him, and he did it. And yeah, I've been doing Hello London for the past few years. I think I took a break from music for a few years after playing in bands through my 20s, and then I started up again, and I've just been, keeping at it. So yeah, that's about it.
Hey, you should be very, very proud of this song. It's absolute belter. Welcome to the show. Hello, London.
Thank you.
With Breathing In. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
Counting down the time to breathe when it feels like a panic attack. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Please stay here with me when the skies go black. Under the clouds that never seem to change unless they're raining down. This land is still, but I can faintly make out smells of summer. Takes, you've gotta feel it now when you're underground, or so they say, said some sad philosopher. So I could sing about a piece the burden carries weight. It only hurts when you can think. Lobotomize the generation that was starting to sing.
Out of 10, man. Hello, London, ladies and gentlemen. Just fantastic. So, Rich, Glenn, and then Will Joy. The next 3 comments, I'll load up Will Joy's track, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Man, so, some cool emotions in there. I'm glad it was a lyric video because you're saying a lot, and the way you say it, I think, is absolutely wonderful. You're sort of low key, almost lethargic in the verses, and the chorus hits, and you're straining, you're pushing, and the lyrical content completely coincides with musically what you're doing. I mean, I was enthralled by it. Absolutely loved it. Well written song. Good job.
Thank you.
Glenn?
Yeah, I really liked it a lot. It alluded to as you mentioned, the things that are going on in the world that yeah, it just shouldn't be. And so much crazy has been let off the leash, and it's just right in our face all the time. You know, everywhere you turn, whether it's locally or nationally. I mean, political things are just amazing in what's what's kind of out there for us all to digest all the time. A lot of that we didn't used to have to deal with on a daily basis. It's a lot. And yeah, I've found, at least for me, the idea of breathing being kind of something to aspire to, because we're all kind of choking on a lot of things in this world these days. So if that was part of the message of the song, that's at least how it worked for me. So yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I really.
Well said, brother. And I apologise for my messing up of the mute button there and I shouting and Kirsty, get me. I'm sorry about that for your section. Well, Joy, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, my brother?
Yeah, I think it was great. I mean, it gave a lot of Tool vibes in a sense, and it took me to a night drive, and it gave a lot of images, and I actually loved it. I'm a rock hard by soul, so this kind of hit me hard. So yeah, I really loved it.
Cool, awesome. Thank you guys, and thanks for having me on the show.
Dude, it's been a pleasure. And to all the new guests, come and make this place your home, like Christine's home, Katria's home, Mary's home, Redee's home, Glenn's home, Stephen Boyes' home, Kathy and Dawn, Rich, and well, everyone's a part of this music family here. So if you come for the first time, you're welcome to come and feature all your tracks here. And I don't even tell people this, but see if you feature one song on this show, I share my shows every week, and I'm going to share them every week for life. So if you promote your song on this show, in 10, 20 years' time, I'll still be promoting it. So why not come on and go back for your back catalogue or your old songs? They're not old to people that haven't heard them. So come and make this place your home. And to all the new guests, hello London, till the next time. So from New York over to Finland, I return to the show for Will Joy. This man, dare I say it, he's got the sexiest goddamn voice you'll ever hear in the
Oh, quit it, Sparky. Come on.
Dude, I'm sure everybody will agree. But Will Joy, introduce yourself and the story behind your latest song, Shrine, brother.
Yeah, I'm Will Joy, and I'm born and raised in Finland, and I started my solo project on 2020 when Corona hit, and my father passed away. And my father passing was actually the spark that just flew me into music. I had zero experience. I'm not a long line musician like some people are, so I tried to learn producing and everything pretty much from scratch. So I did that, and I released my first album at the end of 2022. And this year I've been doing a lot of work, and I've taken a lot of jobs, and I'm a lead on a band now. And this solo project has kind of been put on the sidelines in a sense, but I love to do it as always. And this song Shrine is the first song, well, the first single of my next upcoming album, which will be probably next year. And the story behind it is pretty much shrine, because we all have our own shrines, and mine was substance abuse at some point, and it's kind of takes up on that a lot, I would say, lyrically and story wise. But yeah, that's about it.
Hey, Will Joy, you're absolutely fantastic. And Katja just said, talk to me, your voice is yummy. Katja, you're next. I wanted to let you and Will Joy meet each other, and you're both, Will Joy's an EDM rock artist. Some of his songs are the best disco songs in the world. And anyway, Will Joy with Shine. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. This is song 9 of 15, so we're more than halfway through, well more than halfway through. Sit back and enjoy. One love.
piece of pie. I'm gonna see it out to my drink that costs a dime. I'll smoke my feathers till I feel I'm getting high. I'll take a pill, I wanna chill to pass the time. I'll numb the pain and make it rain up the divine. Pass it on a bill that's getting me to cut in line. I'm in my prime, I'm feeling fine, the world is mine. Oh Lord of mine, throw me aside and pour me wine. Double time until I get the tunnel eye. Until I find the road that leads right to your shrine. I'll make it sleek, I'll make it shine. I don't know how, but seemingly now it's just tumbling down. More little blue, so little new. Oh Lord of mine, throw me a sign that you're around. I keep rising, rising higher till I'm coming down. I'll take a pill, I wanna chill and pass the time. I'll numb the pain and make it rain on the divine. Pass it on a bill that's getting me to cut in line. I'm in my prime, I'm feeling fine, the world is mine. Oh Lord of mine, throw me aside and pour me wine. Double time until I get the tunnel eye. Until I find the road that leads right to your shrine. I'll make it sleek, I'll make it shine.
Well, Joy, hey, dude, you ever bury your solo project? Some of your songs are absolutely dynamite. One of the songs you featured in the show 2 years ago, I just made him the artist of the day, and like you got about 50 or 60 people come and commented on your one song, and it's stuff that you're hiding away. People don't get to see. Don't have old songs. At least if you've got an old song, bring it on the show, explain the story behind it, and let me share it, and then we can class it as old. And I'll try and help, you know. Rich, Glenn, and then the lovely Katria, who was absolutely loving it. I can't wait till she's got to say. Rich, Glenn, then Katria.
Hey, well, great stuff. And Sparky, in the interest of time, I'm keeping all my comments short because I could go on and on about all the great music I heard. But two things I'm going to talk about, Will. One is I don't know what it is and what it is about this magical thing of music. And sometimes it's unexplainable, but something in that song is super catchy. I don't even know what it is. I just found myself kind of grooving to the beat and going with it. And you've tapped into something, and good on you. And two, I'm jealous as hell, man. That voice rocks. Holy crap, can you sing? Man. I've been working my ass off and I can't sound that good after 30 years. So good on you. Keep it going, brother. That's great stuff, man.
Thank you.
He could also be a very successful radio personality if you actually wanted to. You know, you really could. So Glenn and then Katria, what was your thoughts there, guys?
I love the song. I thought it was really. I know it's not a blues song, but it had me doing kind of a walking blues kind of thing. I can imagine if I was taking a walk, it just hit that sweet spot tempo wise for just kind of strutting down the street. I really dug that, and I agree. It was really catchy. And your voice is, it's a national treasure there. Finland kind of has a fascination for me because I used to, I played in rock bands all my life, and in Canada, rock and roll kind of got chased into the, to the side of the road a little bit. But I understand Finland, home of Hanoi Rocks, and Michael Monroe still going strong, and Andy McCoy, etc. I mean, it's still a rock and roll place, and I love that. And I'm kind of, it's kind of, I love that it's kind of a vestige of loud guitars and loud music and rocking out. So I really, it's great to be connected with you. So I love your tune, and I can't wait to hear more.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Well
You're
said,
welcome.
well said. Just to let you know, my camera is acting super weird, so I'm going to stay off it for a minute. Katria, what was your thoughts here, darling?
Oh my goodness. That the thing about the voice is I'm a producer beat maker. Everything is through hearing the sounds, it's not anything other than just hearing that purity. Your voice hits in that perfect tone for me. I love the deeper tones. I love the almost radio quality to the voice. Perfect DJ voice, I'd say. The song, I was into it. I feel my music. I don't necessarily, it comes to me that way. Gosh, I want to wrap myself up around that voice and just cuddle with him for a few.
Hey, well, Joy, see Katria, she's one of the best producers I've ever met. She does songs in every genre. Honestly, she's a diamond in the rough. She really is. Well, Joy, until the next time, love you to bits, brother. Well, Joy. So, from Finland over to New Mexico, Katria, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, Lodo Nights?
I'm Katria Jael. Like I said, I'm a producer, beat maker. Well, I found that out, later on. I thought I was just a beat maker, somewhat producer, but the producer side did hit my life, and it colors everything I do. My music is put together. Technically, it tells a story, but it sort of grows. I don't have the story first and then build the music. I hear a sound and I build from one sound to the next, and through the layers it becomes what it is. I could start off with something country and end up with something jazz. I could start off with bluegrass and end up hip hop. My music builds itself, and it is just a creation from within. So no stories really, just enjoy the story you get from it.
You're absolutely fantastic. And everybody in the Top Tap Music family is going to hear a lot for Katria, because she's not just going to be an artist, and she's going to actually help us build another part of this family to help us all. So there you go. Katria with her lovely track Lodo Night. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Katria Jael, aka Katria. Do you know when Katria's on the show, our songs are most of them are so relaxing and chilling. I love to put her last on the show just to end the evening in a really beautiful way. But there's 3 Christmas tracks, and we have to end the song with the 3 Christmas tracks today. So let's hear what Rich, Glenn, then our next guest Stevie's got to say. Rich, Glenn, and then Stevie, please.
Hi, Katria. What I loved about this song is it really creates a sort of an aural landscape. It started a little bit mellow, then the urgency of the drums comes in. There's some soft padded synths in there. There's miscellaneous percussion. There's all kind of miscellaneous melodic shots here and there. I feel like I close my eyes, and a perfect title. I don't know if this is what you're after, but I'm closing my eyes and I'm seeing a city landscape around me with all kinds of different things happening at different speed, different paces, different urgencies, non-relaxed, everything. It's all over the map in a very unified and extremely compelling listen. It's a great listen. It just zones you out to another world. It's a great aural landscape.
And that's my whole
Well
intent behind it.
Well said, Rich. Do you know, when I listen to Katria songs, I start to make my own lyrics up. Well, I don't know what you call that, but you've got so many songs that's ready for other people just to put lyrics to them. Do you
That
know
song
what I mean?
doesn't want lyrics. That song doesn't want lyrics. It wants to stay
Maybe not that one, but she really has. Yeah.
I have 260 tracks, instrumental mostly.
You're honestly, I love you, Katria. Glenn, then Stephen.
Hi, Katria. Yeah, I really, I totally agree. It was a remarkable listen. I think of the rhythms, and that reminded me of if the rhythms are the canvas, the sounds are the colors you're adding. There's so much rhythmic weaving of sounds, and it was just beautiful. And it gave me the feeling of a night drive through a city, rain, neon, reflection. Yeah, really liked it. I could listen to that all day.
You guys are catching on. You're catching what I'm saying.
Honestly, I said it before, and I hope you don't take it as an insult. You really are a diamond in the rough. Some of us, honestly, incredible. Stephen, we've got Stephen, and then John, and then we've got the 3 Christmas tracks, ladies and gents. So Stephen, boys, and Cornwall, where I am. What's your thoughts here, brother?
I like the way all the elements sort of faded in and out, as if you were sort of going past them and they're coming in and out. And I like the use of the echo on it. It sounds reflecting. It's almost as part of the instruments.
Well,
and the atmosphere of the track going. That's as I said.
Well said, brother. Well said. So, Katria, thanks again for being another appearance on another show. Katria, until the next time. Katria, you. So, from New Mexico over to Cornwall. Cornwall, you must be about 10 miles. Stephen, you should have came and done the show live, man. Introduce yourself, brother. And what's the story behind your song, My Heart Belongs to You?
Hi, I'm Stephen Boys, or Stevie Boys as I'm known. And I do mostly my own music, play everything and mix it all myself. Tracks about, it's a few years old, this one. And I've sort of going more synthesizers and things on it. It's just basically a love song, but it's a bit weird as well because it's a bit experimental. So there's the thing about splitting an octave into different number of notes, 22 notes, and then but I wanted to try and make something that was listenable. That.
Stephen, you're absolutely fantastic, and dare I say it, you're a little bit of a shy man. He doesn't talk much, and you know something, bro? It makes you, people like that, you get the most to give, and you're just starting to open up. Come back on more shows as soon as possible. Stevie Boys with My Heart Belongs to You. Absolutely brilliant, dude. Let's meet up soon, man. One love.
Feeling down and going nowhere. Nearly gave
Absolutely magnificent, Stevie, bro. Fantastic, dude. Honestly, can't credit you enough. See about Rich, Glenn, then our next guest, John, has got to say. So Rich, Glenn, John, and
Hey,
I'll
Stevie.
load up the Superposition song.
A couple of years ago, I once heard an interview with Elvis Costello, a very cerebral songwriter, in my opinion, and he talked about originality in music. And he said, in a lot of ways, there isn't anything new anymore. He said, there's only so much you can do with 12 tones. He says, what's new is people are borrowing from ideas. They're borrowing from past musicians, past songs, and they're making it their own. And that's exactly what I think you did there. I mean, I heard so many different styles that I finally just said, what am I trying to find genre him? He's his own style. He's created all these, taken all these different sort of musical fabrics, and you made your own unique sound. And that's awesome. It was great stuff. I loved it. Well done.
Well said, man. Well said, Glenn.
Oh yeah, I really liked it too. I was really drawn in by your voice and the lyrics. Obviously a very heartfelt song. But yeah, I thought you had some really nice melody choices and just a well-written piece, and it just kind of it developed and built. I liked where you dropped the drums out at one point in the latter part of the song too, and kind of brought them back in. That was really effective. So yeah, totally loved it.
Yes, Dave.
Well said. Oh, he's a big smile. I love to watch the guests' faces when they get the the reviews, and the smiles just come, and it makes me so happy. It absolutely keeps me in the game, John, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, man? I wait to hear his heavy metal track before we get to the 3 Christmas tracks to end the evening. John?
I thought it was great. It hit home particularly for me because I'm a very extremely happily married man. And yeah, it was beautiful. I agree with what was previously said about Ellis Costello, and pretty much everything's been done. And the way that you blended those genres was beautiful and well done.
Hey, do you know what? I want to say one more thing. If you want to guarantee keep your wife forever, write a song like that, eh? Well done, Stevie. Stevie boy, man. Till the next time. So from Cornwall back over to one of the Florida takeovers tonight. Half the show's been Florida. John, who are Superposition, and what's the story behind your song Maniacanic, if I'm saying it right?
Maniacanic. This is our introduction of my newest singer, and by the way, thank you for having me on the show. I'm a newbie here, and I appreciate being here very much. This is our introduction to introduction of my new singer in the band, Kane Moose Knuckle Vela, residing in Tasmania. We brought him in recently, and this is a bit of a shouting match of the two of us. The story of the song, briefly, is inspired loosely by a story of a firefighter in California that was the source of a lot of fires. And this is a bit of a serious note. People did lose lives in this, so I try not to be too campy about it. But it was inspired about this story, and I put a little twist on it to where possibly this firefighter was a little bit possessed. And in that vein, possibly the devil was giving him some pointers. So it's a back and forth call and answer kind of song, and hope you guys dig it.
Hey, do you know something, brother? Heavy metal is one of the genres where some people, they're like, I don't really, that's too crazy for me. But listen to the musicianship in the metal bands. It's up there with, I mean, can you do it? Hey, you're fantastic. I want you to come on my next metal show, because we do 10-10 metal, 10-10 jazz, 10-10 rock, all the rest of it. So this is a diverse show. Sit back and enjoy some absolute chaos from Superposition. I swear to God. Maniacanic, I'm sorry I said it wrong again. Sit back and enjoy it.
Oh, you're fine. They're long words, and this is basically just burning.
3 beautiful Christmas originals to come after this track.
It's a Yule log for you.
One love, John. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Residents in one Martin County community can feel a little safer tonight. Authorities say they've caught a serial arsonist.
I'm going to do my whistle at the end, like the police siren from now on. Absolutely fantastic. Glenn, you're the next guest. So Will Joy is going to be a commenter this time. I didn't even ask him. You just have to be with that voice. So Will Joy, Rich, and our next guest is Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, from the land of metal, I have to say I accept. So yeah, that was a great vibe. I mean, exactly. Yeah, I mean, it got some punk, thrash metal, just metal vibes all combined together. You know, it was like I would enjoy that in a live gig, in a live setting. That would be amazing.
Yeah. It's coming, man. It's coming. Thank you.
Great. That's great.
Well said, Will Joy. Well said. So,
Thank you.
Rich, then Glenn.
John, that was one of the most unique metal tracks I've ever heard. Absolutely loved it. It didn't give you exactly what you're expecting or thinking, but it took me down different paths. I absolutely loved. It's funny that I talked just before talking to you. I talked about Elvis Costello being cerebral. That was an extremely cerebral song, man. I mean, I had my mind pouring like crazy. Well done. So unique. Very cool stuff.
Thank you. I'd like to shout out my wife too, Mama's Maiden Video. If you haven't heard of her, please look her up. She does videos for the entire scene worldwide. She's blowing up, just started this year, and that was one of her videos, one of her finest in my opinion. And shout out to Mama's
imagery.
Maiden Video.
The imagery suited the music perfectly. Well done.
She's very good.
Well said. See what you've
Thank you
started,
very much.
Stevie.
Thank you.
Everyone's commenting how much they love their wives and all that now. That's Mr. Boise's fault over there. But hey, that's what a wonderful plant to seed. Seed to plant. Glenn, what was your thoughts before we get to your section, brother?
Yeah, I loved it. It's kind of a horrifying story, a horrifying premise, that's for sure. But
Yes, it is.
yeah, the track itself was fantastic. there's something so primal about metal that is just so it's so primal, yet the precision and discipline necessary to play it is just incredible. So I always I really appreciate the musicianship. It's it's like a life goal. It's like a life. It's a like a religion unto itself, metal, and playing it. And it's the people that do it are so dedicated to it. And I always just take my hat off to you. That's fantastic stuff.
Thank you very much, and I agree. It's lifestyle. I do all these parts. I produce all of this, and Kane.
Oh wow.
Kane does the same. He's in a band called Snakes down in Australia, and I highly recommend you check them out as well. We're both self-producers, and we do all mixing, mastering, and producing, engineering all of ourselves. So, yeah, metal.
Well said, everyone, and welcome to 1010 Show, John. You know what? You look $1 million. You look like you can thrash that here all over the place. I can just tell you can. Yeah, man. In fact, somebody done this in the show the other day. Peace and that at the same time. And I think I'm going to do that from now on. John, Superposition. Until the next time. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
So
guys.
we've got 3 more beautiful originals we're in December now for Christmas. First of 3, we've got Glenn's and Christine's and Richie's. So Glenn, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, Old Christmas Mission?
All right. Yeah, I never thought I'd be writing a Christmas song. Although I do listen to my family, we joke, we listen to a lot of Jethro Tull at Christmas time. But last winter we were set to leave on I think the 22nd, set to jump on a plane and go visit our daughter, and we were literally snowed in at the last minute. Had big storm hit, and so we're kind of stuck. Christmas plans got washed out, and what else are you gonna do but write a Christmas song at that point? Had a little bit of time on my hands, so yeah, wrote the song, and then arranged it with Graham, who is the other half of Crash World, because I wrote reams and reams of lyrics, and the idea was, Christmas is as the years wear on, you can develop a lot of there can be a lot of pressure on people to make it the perfect Christmas. I mean, it's you kind of have an ideal of what that might be, and I know my mom always wanted Christmas to be magical, and if it doesn't kind of work out, it just comes with a lot of pressure, and I think that's kind of a shame. So the idea here was to not to allude to a lot of things regarding Christmas, but not nail it on the head. It's so it's if it's a camera, it's kind of moving around. It's looking at different aspects of what Christmas can be. So yeah, hope you like it. It's certainly a change of pace from John's track.
Hey, honestly, just Glenn, love you to bits, man. Crash World are fantastic. Oh, Christmas Mission by Crash World. Mr. Bluebeard, now I know his first name's Graham, so he wants us to find his second name. I'm going to force him to come on the show with you next time. I know half his name now. Sit back and enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. One love.
To town and a place I remember. We'll turn back the clock on the old Christmas mission. Restore the neighborhood, one of the oldest traditions. Now the holiday season hit hard in the last few years. Dealt us some blows, some sadness and tears, but remember our spark, as bright as the northern star, trying to stuff that tree into the back of our old car. So take a deep breath when you hear feet on the stairs. Do right by Christmas, angels answer the prayer. Christmas dinner. It doesn't matter if you're a saint or a sinner. The sound of the church bells ring out with their call. Shouts of Merry Christmas reminds us of the child in us. Oh, so take a breath as we open the door. Your Christmas mission has been restored. Then I see your smile and I know your face and share a moment. Let's not dream anymore. Christmas can weigh heavy as the years go passing by. Oh, what a tangled web we weave all the time. Another Christmas in the city shelters, 20 below, and that's just for starters. They say this year the cold will set records, and I'm sitting here reading through your old letters. She slipped away from me so many years ago, and every Christmas I think about it so. Under the mistletoe, lost in each other's eyes, making our plans to be together for time. So take a deep breath when you hear my feet on the stairs. I'm home for Christmas, angels answered our prayers. You hear me stomp the snow on the landing. Hot pounds as you reach for the door. Swinging wide open and look in my eyes and share the moment. Let's not a dream anymore, sharing the moment. Let's not a dream anymore, sharing the moment. Let's not a dream
Crash World, ladies and gentlemen. And Glenn, I'm suspicious that you might be like biased if you review yourself, so you can't. May Ree's going to take your place. May Ree, Rich, then our next guest, Christine. What was your thoughts here? Oh, that beautiful track, man.
Well, I would say that it was the perfect way to finish our show, and really beautiful and really catchy. I love your voice. Really great song, lovely, and the lyrics are really nice, deep.
Thank you. I'm actually not the singer. The other half of the band is the singer, but
Okay,
yeah,
great.
I am the writer. So yeah,
Beautiful.
thank you very much.
Well said, well said. And Mary, just in case there's a language barrier, that's only one of 3 Christmas songs to end the evening. Just so you know. Christine, Elise over in Boston, out to hear this lady as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What was your thoughts on that one? And then Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. I really liked, you had just so many layers of things going on at different times. And, you know, starting with the jingle bells, sets the theme, and, you know, great lyrics. I loved it. It was really down to earth. And I like how you talk about how there's these simplicities, but it really does get more complex as time goes on. Yeah, and it just felt, you know, it's not a traditional Christmas song, so I like that it was unique and different, but still had those traditional elements in it, you know, with the choir coming in. Yeah, it was great guitar. I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well said. Rich.
Hey, Sparky. Firstly, I got to thank you because Glenn and I met up here about a year and a half ago on one of your forums, and we've established a pretty good friendship, him and I. I consider him one of my good friends now. So, and I'm biased. Everything I love, everything he does, I love. But I think I'm warranted in loving it. So, Glenn's a great songwriter, no question. He plays with the melodies so well. He brings the listener in with those melodies, and as usual with most of Glenn's stuff, he's a hell of a good storyteller. Like you're compelled to sort of listen to that song. You're following the rhythm, but you're also following the story too. And everybody can relate to a bit of what Glenn's writing about. And that's the case in most. That's one of your greatest strengths as a songwriter, Glenn, and it shows in that song that you say stuff that everybody can relate to in some way, shape, or form. So another great track. Well done.
Thanks so much, Rich. And yeah, I think of you the same way. Sparky, you've matched us up for a musical bromance here. So
you're not the first best friends that I've made, and you won't be the last. But I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's part of the wonderful thing that you're doing here. So yeah. I know it's on behalf of all of us. I know it's not easy, but you hang in, and it is building, as you say. So yeah,
we're just getting started there, and for everybody that loves me, there's 3 people trying to kill what I'm doing. So the more good people here, never mind me. You might not have the best hat in the room. That might be Jesse's out, but you've got the best beard, and you are the top G, isn't he? Look at that. Glenn MacLeod, Crash World. Until the next time.
Thank you.
So from Vancouver over to Boston, return to the show for Christine Elise. I'm sorry how I mispronounced your name. Could you introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song, The First Snow?
Yes. Hi, thank you for having me again, Sparky. This is my second time here. Very happy to be here. Loving everybody's stuff. I love that I just hear all this stuff I would never normally listen to. But yeah, I'm a singer mostly. I've been a songwriter for I guess the past 10 years or so. And I'm working on an album right now coming out next year, which is more kind of new age, classical, cinematic type of thing. But every now and then I just come up with something else that's just a random genre. And this song was actually stuck in my head, just came to my, to me one day and just has been there for years. So this was the year I decided to record it. I was just going for just like the nostalgia of Christmas of when I was a kid. I kind of just wanted to recapture that and just have that happy, cozy, uplifting type of song. So that's what it is. And I don't have a video for it yet. So you'll just have to look at the cute little picture.
It matters not. You're absolutely world class, and I believe you're a predominant, jazz artist. You're just honestly world class. And if you don't know Christine yet, you're just going to fall in love with it. The First Snow by Elise. I'm sorry, I don't know how you pronounce it.
It's the first snow of the season, and if ever there was a reason to be happy, it's the first snow. Decorations from the basement find their usual arrangement around the home on the first snow. It's the beginning of the holidays, and you think back to the older days when you would go play in the first snow, then come back inside after your sled ride, covered head to toe from the first snow. It's a cozy night by the firelight and the warm moon glow from the first snow. It's the first snow.
I don't know if there was a little outro there. Absolutely beautiful, Christine. You know, just very, very special. You know, Glenn, what was your thoughts? And we're going to ask for Dave to say something this time, and then Rich, our final guest of the evening. So, Glenn, Dave, and then Rich.
Christine, I thought it was amazing. Your voice is beautiful, just lovely, and the performance is just so nuanced with your vocal. I found so dynamic. The song itself has a lot of classic sounds, and it definitely brings the nostalgia. It really had a timeless quality. If you told me it was a hidden gem from many years ago, I wouldn't argue. So to know it's a new song is amazing. You captured a lot of really classic sounds, and I really enjoyed also the guitar solo going into the piano solo, and there's kind of a clip clop sound in the percussion that just reminded me of horses in the snow, etc. So yeah, really wonderful track.
Thank you so much. And I'm not a self-produced person, at least not yet. So I definitely have to give some props to my producer, but Doug Hammer. So yeah, thank you. But that was the plan, was to bring back that feeling and all those classic sounds. So glad you got that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Glenn, wait till you hear the rest of our stuff then, brother. Honestly. Dave, what was your thoughts there before we get to Rich, the final guest of the evening, the main man himself, Mr. Rock and Roll Imagined? Dave?
Well, I have to say, I loved the sound of that. In the first place, it was so open and clear. You could hear every single instrument play, and that was beautiful. But coming back to you, what a lovely song, and your voice was superb. I think that music could easily be used in a film. Absolutely. It was so warm, so endearing. It was beautiful. Well done.
Thank you. That is the hope, that hopefully by next year, I'm hoping to get it into. We have a Hallmark channel here. I don't know if you guys have that, but the Hallmark, they do just Christmas movies like from October on. So I'm hoping. Yeah. Thank you.
Can I just butt in before Rich comes, right? See, why don't we make a top talent Christmas playlist? Because at least if we add Rich and Glenn and Christine, and I'll ask everybody else in the family, do you have Christmas songs, and put it together? Let's try and share it. It's just an idea. And Rich has got 120,000 followers, so if he does it, he can do the same damage as all of us put together. But anyway, Mr. Chambers, what's your thoughts before we get to your section?
Christine, all I can do is really echo what both Glenn and Dave said. And I'm glad to hear you say you're going to try and pursue movie licensing with that. It's such a wonderful sound. And I actually found myself smiling at one point. You talked about hot cocoa. That was the picture in my head before you mentioned that line in the song. I was thinking, this song is one where you sit with a big blanket around you, a cup of hot chocolate, and you're looking at the snowfall, and all of a sudden that line came on. I started laughing. I thought, perfect. And your voice is incredible. Great voice. Love it.
Thank you. Yeah. I was like, I really would love to hear Dean Martin on this song, but but it's me for now.
Dean Martin's a great vocalist, but hey, you delivered it well. Nobody else has to sing that. You have a hell of a good voice.
Rich, don't forget to have a hot chocolate without the marshmallows. I was watching your face when the marshmallows.
And then chocolate bar, make some s'mores. It had all that warm, comfy, cold. It's a Wonderful Life on TV. All that stuff.
I'll be honest. Seeing your reaction to that, I had to turn the camera off because I felt a wee tear coming out my eye. Not because I was crying, like a fly flew in it or something. I was just so happy. Do you know what I mean? Christine, love you to bits. Christine,
Thank you guys so much.
Now, for the final song of the evening, Rich, introduce yourself and what's the story behind your song? It's Christmas.
Hey, Sparky, thank you. You put in the little rock and roll reimagined. That's been my tagline for the last 3 years. Partly because my music is very retro, but it's not. So and this song itself, I wrote this a few years ago, and it's the first song that I produced, mastered, mixed, engineered, did everything on my own. And as I said earlier, man, I'd love to take this one back and remix it and do everything different. But you got to, sometimes you put it out, you leave it. And this song came, the origins of this song was, I wanted to write something that was very kid-like, but yet not meant just for kids. You'll see in the video, the first perception you get is, hey, it's a kid's video. And the song, you think, hey, it's a kid's music, a Christmas song, but it's not. What I really wanted to do is, yes, if a kid wants to listen to it and it's light and fluffy and it talks about imagery, like It's a Wonderful Life in there and other Christmas stereotypes and images. But I also really wanted to say the message behind Christmas. If we as adults can tap into that magic of the child, that's what Christmas is all about. If we can take that innocence that children put forth at Christmas time and exude it everywhere, we all seem to grab it for about 4 or 5 days. And if we can continue that all throughout the year, I think we'd be a hell of a lot better place. So this song works on a couple layers. You know, you look at, hey, it's a kid's video, it's a kid's song, but it's not. It's just encapsulating what kids personify at Christmas time and trying to pull it into the adult world. So that's where the song came from.
Rich, for everyone that already knows you here, we know how good you are. Rich Chambers, you're a legend. It's Christmas time all over the world by Mr. Rock and Roll Reimagined himself, Rich Chambers. Take that, ladies and gentlemen. One love. Sit back and enjoy.
On my advent calendar, I feel the magic stirring in the air. It's the time of year we laugh and sing with friends and family afar. Oh, how I believe in the Christmas star. Love is all around, Santa's coming to town. Every year I hear the bell sweet sound. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. All over the world. All over the world. I never get too old to hang the lights up on the tree and decorate the house for all to see. It's a wonderful life. I watch it once again and remember Christmases way back when. Love is all around, the Christmas trains in town. I hear the whistle blowing oh so loud. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. All over the world. All over the world. Oh yeah. Doesn't matter who you are or where your heart comes from. Christmas is a time for everyone. The innocence of children, we let it lead the way. Oh, how I wish we do that every day. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. Christmas time, all over the world, all over the world. It's Christmas time, it's Christmas
Rich Chambers, ladies and gentlemen. I don't tell no lies. So the final song, everyone gets to say something if they want to, but let's start with the Christmas artist first. Christine and then Glenn first. Christine and Glenn, what was your thoughts here?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was fantastic. I loved how upbeat and happy it was, and I totally agree that it's like, why don't we have this feeling throughout the year? Why aren't we more kid-like and, you know, just really ourselves is what it really is. You know, so yeah, it was great. I loved the, you know, just the overall vibe. I felt like it was really energetic and just really cute video.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you.
Great voice, great lyrics. Yeah, just it's awesome.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Hey, Christine, I said the same thing about yourself. Check out, wait till you hear the rest of Rich's stuff if you don't know him already. Honestly.
Thanks, Sparky.
Glenn, then we're going to go.
You're too
then we're going
kind.
to go. Glenn and then to Mary. Say Glenn and Mary.
Yeah. Fantastic song, Rich.
Thank you, Glenn.
Even though it was one of your early ones, you set the bar high right away and you achieved it. It's great. All your stuff has just such a consistency and strong songwriting and arranging, and it's you know, it adheres to your less is more you know, thinking and writing, and you manage to do that every time, and it's just such a catchy song.
Thank you, Glenn.
Everything you said about it really alludes to you know, you capture all those feelings within the song. So when I hear that song, Rich, I feel like the richest man in town.
Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate your kind words, my friend. Thank you. Thank you.
Well said, brother. Well said. Now, we're going to go ladies first. So we're going to go Mary, Katria, and then I'll do the duets with ladies. So Mary, then Katria.
Yeah, this is not the only song that I know from you, Rich, and I'm really a big fan of your voice.
Thank you.
Your voice, and yeah, good projection, and I really like it, rocky voice, and I like I like the whole production, and yeah, it sounds pretty round, and everything at the right place. Everything fits really well, and I really like it. Good job.
Thank you, May. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thoughtful and joyful. Yeah, and you could express that joyful.
Thank you. That's what I was after. So it's wonderful to hear you say that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said. Do you know, if you never already had a nickname, I've been renaming you Daddy Cool. You know what I mean? But you've got a nickname, Rock and Roll Reimagined, so I can't do that. I'll need to save that name to somebody else. Katria, what was your thoughts, darling?
Oh, happy, happy, joy, joy. Very much like was said earlier about the Hallmark Channel. Perfect for the Hallmark Channel. You know,
thank you.
Bunch of
I've been
kids
trying,
around,
Katria.
you know,
I've been trying.
You know, me, I'm more of the dark, somber, you know, kind of person, but you know, definitely can see this on Hallmark, on what's that other Christian one, whatever. But yeah, great and wonderful.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Well said. Well said. We'll go Christine and Jess, both of you, what you've got to say, and then Don and Kathy.
I will say what you said about, you know, the children and everything. My son is 3 years old, and well, my youngest, we have 5. But
wow, you guys are busy. I had a hard time with 2.
Ranging from age 24, and we have 24, 19. My daughter will be 18, my only daughter. Then I have a 15-year-old, and then we have a 3-year-old. And I was just looking at the video and the overall, just the catchiness of the tune and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to show my son that video.
Thank you.
Because I know he's going to love it and want me to play it over and over and over and over. I will have your song memorized by the time my son gets
Yep. Thank you, Christy. I love that. In some ways, kids are wonderful because they're the best compliments, because they're either going to play it a lot and love it, or they're going to say to hell with it, never bother with it again.
And he's like that too. He doesn't like it, he zones out. But when he's really into it, he's going to love it. It's very, very good.
Thank you. Isn't this time of year fun with a 3-year-old? It's so much fun this time of year with a 3-year-old.
We'll find that out next show.
Well said, Christine. But
I don't you guys have a 2-year-old. You signed up next year, you said? Who said that? A 3.
He just turned 3.
Yeah. I was just going to say, there's no way that Christine's got an 18-year-old. You only look 17 yourself. Don't tell us lies here in this show. Eh? Right, that's good. Jess, what was your thought? Jess, and then Don and Kathy. Jess, what was your thoughts?
I like younger girls, you know. Hey, that's how I ended up with a 3-year-old. Hey, you know, but guys,
Well said.
don't have
Thank
kids.
you, guys.
Yeah.
Well said. Don and Kathy, what was your...
Oh, I thought it was great, man. The
I loved
production
it.
was good. Vocals were good. It was,
I really loved it.
was-
And all my boys would love it too.
yeah, it was a great song. Grandkids would love it, and had that Elvis Costello vibe
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah,
as well,
I'm a big
man.
fan of
Very
Costello.
cool.
Can you
Very
tell?
cool. Very
Yep.
cool.
All my kids would love it. And it ranges from 47 down. So yeah.
Yeah, we're old.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it, guys.
There's
Thank you.
another liar. There's no way you've got a 47-year-old kid, Kathy. No danger.
47, 37, 27,
Really?
and a grandbaby on the way.
Well, I
All
want to know.
his.
We're back into music
All
again.
his.
That's how we
I want
met.
to know. I want to know what your diet is, what you eat on. What's this fountain of youth secret? I want to know it. Do you know what I mean?
I'm Italian, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Hey, Sparky,
It's
I'm
the
convinced
Italian thing.
Music keeps
That's
us
it.
young, Sparky. I convinced
Yes,
you.
it
Look at,
does.
look at Mick Jagger and Keith Richards still doing it.
Yep.
You know,
I'm not that
brother.
old yet.
young.
Agreed.
Hey, hello, London. There, Will Joy. What's your thoughts here, gents? Hello, London.
Yeah, I really like that song. Definitely
you.
a good Christmas vibe, good pop song. I like the Elvis Costello comparison. I didn't think of that, but that fits perfectly. Definitely, you could hear that one on the Hallmark Channel as well, which is awesome because the Hallmark Channel is great around Christmas time. So
Thank you.
yeah, I really liked it. Definitely just like a solid pop song, a solid Christmas song, and definitely captured the Christmas vibe for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate the compliments. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Well
absolutely.
said, well said. Mr. Will Joy, then Mr. Stevie Boys.
Yeah, I think all the production was spot on, and the chorus was very catchy. And at the second
you,
chorus, I was singing it in my head also, so it was really easy to follow along. And I love that the Santa went bonkers in the video. I loved it.
Yeah, he goes a little crazy.
Yeah.
I had a very good video company in Germany help me with that and put it together for me. And
Yeah.
a lot of it was their interpretation of the song, which when they came back to me, I absolutely loved it because they banged off exactly what I sort of put in the song. So it made me as a songwriter, it was sort of a really good testament to, okay, I wrote something and without any sort of nudging by me, they came back with exactly sort of what I envisioned. So it's a wonderful working relationship I had with them.
That's great.
Thank you, Will. Thank you so much.
Stephen, John, and then Dave.
Yeah, that's really catchy and it's like a classic song. It sounded like a classic song
Thank you,
reading
Steve.
for Christmas. Yeah, I love the video as well. Yeah, great fun.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Well said, well said. John, and then David Roper.
Yeah, it occurs to me that we probably wouldn't be able to do a remake of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. But like you said, it's modern and retro at the same time. And I was transported back to a mall scene out of that movie. So I loved it. Excellent production.
Thank you,
Great
John.
vibe.
I love that
Yeah.
imagery. I hadn't even thought of Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It could be playing in the background of the
It's
mall.
that Costello thing, man. It's that Costello thing. I'm hearing it too. And you do a great version, man.
Thank you, John.
Your music is beautiful. This is my first time I've heard you too. And I think it's fantastic.
Thank you. Appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much.
I don't have to tell John to go and check the rest of the outlets. He's already probably could go Jane Addams, Jane Paul. You know, you're amazing, man. Ray, Dave, what was your thoughts here? Final compliment in the evening. And this, I keep saying it. I don't tell any lies, but I keep saying it. This has been the best show. But it's because we just keep getting a little bit better at what we do. But this is taking the biscuit for good shows. David Roper, what was your thoughts here? And then we'll end the show, man.
Well, Rich, I absolutely loved the song. I really, really thought the song was great. And I
Thank
agree with Will as well, because I will now go to sleep in about an hour and a half, and that chorus will still be going for all night.
Yeah, yeah.
So catchy.
Thank you.
And
Thank
the
you.
way that you, you said that you got somebody else to do the video, but the video was a perfect match for it, and I loved it.
I was very happy with what
Absolutely
they did.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
Lovely
you, Renee.
Christmas
Thank you so much.
Well done.
And thanks to all of you for sticking around to listen to I was the last one up. So thank you for still hanging in there to listen to me. Appreciate it.
Hey, Rich.
Well
Rich,
worth
you're
it.
the
It sounded great.
Rich, you're
Thank
the
you.
famous guy, and you're here to the end. We thank you, brother. Honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been great. I have to stop the Facebook and then I'll stop the main recording. You don't have to follow me on this one. Goodbye, Facebook. But for the main recording end, we like to put our V's in the air because we all want world peace. And I've had 1,300 people doing this before. So, but ladies and gentlemen, what a great show. Get our V's in the air. Let's go. One love.